Hello everyone. It's been a few days since I've actually unboxed my MacBook, and just as I said I would, I'm going to give a general review and thoughts about the MacBook in general and my favorite features in it. So let's just take a look at the new. This is the new style. It just came out in October, and it is a full. It uses a full aluminum unibody construction. Has the Apple right there, which actually does light up when the unit is on. Has the slot loading super drive here on the side. Has a little light right here, and you can't actually see it, but there is one actually off to the left here that lights up when it is turning on. On the side here, it has the ports. This is lacking the FireWire port, which was on the previous model. This got a lot of criticism for that, but I can understand where people are coming from because a lot of people have mini DV camcorders that only use FireWire ports, but it doesn't affect me too much because not at all really, because my camcorder uses a USB port, so it doesn't affect me at all. There's a button right here. Then when you press it, you see how full the battery is. Nothing on the back and very little on the bottom. It has some pads here to give a little bit of lift on the desk. And this button right here pops up the latch. And you can see the battery here and the hard drive here, which makes it really, really easy to change and update your hard drive if you see fit. Putting this slot back in is a little bit tricky. There we go. There we go. So that's about it for the outside construction. One of my most notable features about this, and you'll really appreciate it if, especially if you're coming from Windows Vista like I am. Once you turn on, there's a button, power buttons right there. Booting it up is really, really fast. Get the screen and the classic Macintosh startup noise. And a little Apple appears. This is the longest part of the boot up, but it doesn't take very long at all. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. It's just my allergies. It gets kind of bad this time of the year. And there we go. We're booted up and logged into Leopard already. Now, you can change the desktop how you wish just by going to secondary click and going into change desktop background, but I pretty much like this. But you can change it to however you want. Now, one of the big features of the MacBook that was really just makes it so cool is the entire trackpad here. As I mentioned in the unboxing of this, it doesn't have any buttons at all. It in itself is just one button. Certain parts of it can't really click, like the top here doesn't click. You have to kind of go down a little bit to do so. And the dock is really cool. Just drag around there. You can get the magnification effect on it. I pretty much kept mine simple, at least for now. I just added a couple more, like I added photo booth right there and iMovie HD. But still really neat. And I'll go over some of the other features on the trackpad. Let's bring up Safari. Now let's say go to YouTube. There we go. Alright. Use one finger on the trackpad. See, where's the mouse? There it is. One finger moves the cursor. No big surprise because that's the way it is on all notebooks. We use two fingers though. Like this. Moves the page up and down. And left and right if you have that on the web page you're on. Using three fingers, you can navigate between pages on a certain window. Like I came from the Apple startup page, and YouTube, if we go back, instead of using the go back icon on the top of the window, use three fingers and go to the left. It'll go back to the Apple startup page, and then right goes back to YouTube. Like that. Now let's bring up several windows. Bring up another Safari page. There we go. Alright, now we have a fair amount of windows up. Now, this is a feature of any Mac called Expose. Expose, I think it's pronounced, which normally you'd have to press a button. But with this new trackpad, you can actually use it with your fingers. Use the feature. Instead of going through each page individually and taking the time to find what you're looking for, if it's not up in front of you, take four fingers, go swipe it down, and it'll bring up every single window, and then you can click accordingly. There it is right there. Or if you just want to clear your entire desktop of windows just to give a clean slate look, just so if you want to find something on your desktop, take your four fingers and swipe up. There you go. Or what you could do, take your four finger, if you just want to simply switch between program or so, take your four fingers again, go left or right, and it'll bring up the application switcher part of Expose. Really neat. Alright, let's go ahead and exit out all of that. Now, let's bring up a picture. Like just today, found pictures of the new fast action battler Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen. Let me enlarge this a little bit. There we go. Just so you can see. It's exactly just similar with the iPod Touch and iPhone. Take two fingers, make sure you're clicked on the picture itself. Kind of tricky to show you this, but you can kind of see it. You don't really need to see details there. But take it if you want to pinch it, or let's make the picture smaller, or let's zoom in on it. Kind of spread your fingers apart like that, and zooms in to about there, and go in the opposite direction to zoom back out. This is a little tricky though. Sometimes it's there you go. Takes a little bit to get used to, and like that, accidentally moving your cursor off the picture, and taking your same fingers, make a left, and making a left. Come on, do it. There we go. Going left or right will flip the picture around. No, I don't want to save. Okay. Now, one feature that I really like, which is I'm not sure if it's an accident by iMovie, but I mainly use iMovie with videos now instead of iMovie HD because my camera uses a USB drive, a USB cord, and if I can't really demonstrate it now because I'm using the camera now, but if I plug it in, switch the computer to play on PC, launch iMovie, it'll automatically detect the camera and import the footage directly onto here, which is really cool. It makes it very easy for quick editing as opposed to doing on Vista where I had to slowly import the footage onto my PC and then convert the file into a file that could be read on Windows Movie Maker because this camera uses MPEG files, but they're initially MOD files. This is very long with Vista, but this makes it so easy. But it doesn't really have too much editing techniques or effects. That's where iMovie HD comes into play. But that's really about it. No, one more thing. I wasn't sure because I prefer to use my computer in my office instead of in my living room, which is where I used to use my old PC because as opposed with at least with my old one, I couldn't get any signal from my router from downstairs. But with the state-of-the-art airport, a little too much. There. With the state-of-the-art airport wireless card put in, I have full signal as display here. If it wasn't full, it would be anywhere from 1 to 3 bars, but it is at full signal right now, which I'm really happy with. Otherwise, I was going to have to get Airport Express. It's like a little white box to plug into a wall just so I can get decent signal in here. But I won't have to, so I'm really happy about that. That's really just about my most notable favorite features of at least Mac OS 10 to begin with. I could go on for probably a lot longer than anyone would prefer, but I want to keep it to my favorite parts about this. And just about as fast as it boots up, it boots up even, or shuts down even faster. Click on the Apple logo, click shutdown. And there we go, it's off. I am not disappointed with my purchase in the slightest. I love my new MacBook. It is pricey. It is very pricey, but if you can absorb the initial blow, you won't really need any more money to invest into this because it has every software that you will pretty much need, unless you want to get into very high-tech stuff such as Final Cut Express. But this has everything you need. Don't need, as far as I know, you don't need any virus protection because most viruses, and all viruses are made for Windows, but none are made for Macs. At least not yet, anyway. This is just to my knowledge. I could be completely wrong, but someone would probably say something other contradicting me, but I don't really care. But I'm very happy with it. Macs are not for everyone, though. If you're thinking about getting a computer and not really aware of how Macs run or work, then if you just go on a spur of the moment and purchase one, you're probably going to be, if you're lucky, you'll enjoy it, but it's definitely not for everyone. If you're thinking about one, research, and do more of that, and repeat. because you gotta really learn about how everything runs on here to find out if you're gonna like it before you buy it, or go to Best Buy or the Apple Store to test drive them out. Now, this is my first Mac ever. I've always been a PC person, especially particularly HP, Hewlett Packard. All my previous computers have been Hewlett Packard. I used to be a total PC guy. Macs used to suck in my opinion. Never, if you told me 2 years ago that I would get a Mac, I would never believed it. But within the past year, I started thinking about it, and slowly just started getting more and more interested until a few months ago. I became truly interested in it, and then started researching it, and then really started to appreciate how Macs run and work, and iMovie and iTunes, Photo Booth, and all the fun stuff. It just makes computing really fun again. Just the way it should be. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be complicated or hard or just boring to do. It's supposed to be fun for the normal person. So if you think you want to get a MacBook, research it, and if you like what you see and if you can absorb the initial blow, definitely recommend this, especially this particular model. It's has the aluminum unibody, which has only been previously used in the MacBook Pro and the new MacBook Air, but uses the aluminum again, which makes a real nice, sturdy, and sleek look as opposed to just white or black polycarbonate plastic. So it's really nice. It's slim. It's not air MacBook Air thin, but it's thin enough. But it's still really, really good and really affordable if you know how to save your money. Alright, until next time, thank you for watching.